So, folks, usually what they try and tell us is what they're trying to sell us. For example, we've heard that we need loads of protein, protein this, protein that, when really we do not need all the protein that they're trying to tell us. So, what they're actually trying to do is trying to sell us. And the same way with shoes. Like, they try and tell us for some reason that we need shoes, whereas we were fine without shoes, like for eons. And the truth is, the whole fear about glass or whatever, the ground being dirty, is nothing to worry about. Like, I've been going barefoot for ages, like lots and lots and lots, and there's no problem. Like, the only issue is like just letting your feet get customized and harder. But like, I've never had a glass issue ever, except for maybe delaying me for 15 seconds or 10 seconds when a tiny little bit got a tiny little bit in my skin, and it wasn't even sore, almost a tiny, felt a little something, like took it out, it's easy. But so just beware, like everyone, we're born into a world of like consumerism. Hey, it's consumerism. That basically they want to try and sell us stuff, and they want to try and tell us stuff and tell us how to live, and how what we should and shouldn't do. So the most important thing in life is to learn how to use your brain and to think for yourself, in the regard of using your brain in a form where you think for yourself. I'm not trying to be like slanderous or mean saying to use your brain, but what I mean is to use your brain in a way, your mind, so you can think for yourself. Because what school and the media teach us is to how not to use our own minds to think for ourselves. So we become more like robots that are programmed, and we're indoctrinated, and we just copycats. So the greatest thing that we could ever really do is to live our own life. That's from a spiritual perspective. But the greatest power we could ever have is to live our true selves, but that entails being able to think for ourselves. Otherwise, we're not able to live our life. We're living the life that someone else wants us and is programming us to live and to think and to behave. So it's the most important thing really in many regards, is to learn how to think for yourself, and to stop the pattern of what we've learned in school if you've gone to stereotypical school. So going to alternative schools, or else unschooling, which means no school. Or if you do go to the main schools, make sure you're a parent who teaches your children how to think for themselves, and not just to be programmed by everything that they learn in school or the media. Because the media is all about like telling and selling. It's all about telling you stuff and selling you stuff. It's all about selling us things we do not need, basically. What?
What's your YouTube channel?
Owen Fox, one love, one family. Thanks. Say hi. Thank you. That's great. A little kid over there, like maybe a 10-year-old, 11-year-old. Yeah. But anyway, like at the end of the day, it's very important not to have any resistance towards the people who are in power and controlling the planet. Their time is ending. I think there's infighting, but basically speaking, the main thing is the consciousness of the planet and the consciousness of you awakening. This is what it's all about. It's about how me, you, and all of us raise our vibration, live from the heart, become more conscious and deliberate into specific behaviors, and breaking the old patterns of lower frequencies based on fear, hurt, and programming. Based on fear, trauma, and wounds, and indoctrination. So yeah, it's fairly straightforward once you become more clued in, and it's, yeah, as we do it, as we change, and many of us change, the consciousness and the frequency of the planet changes too, and it has a practical knock-on effect for obvious reasons. Like, we change and we become different and we behave differently, and we act much more from our hearts. So it's a lovely process, and it's okay. I actually appreciate and like, to a certain degree, I appreciate the contrast of positive and negative energies and polarities on Earth. There's like the good and the bad, the light or the evil. Like, there's many atrocities. There's no denying that. But in the face of everything, what we need to do is have love, forgiveness, compassion, acceptance, and kindness, but also the inspiration to take action from our higher selves, our hearts. Yeah, that's what it is. It's simple as that. So it's living your daily life spiritually. Like, spirituality is kindness in action, and kindness is the language of angels, and your daily life is spirituality in action too. So yeah, I hope that video helps everybody. It's a pleasure to connect with you. Thank you for watching and connecting. And to connect more, just check out my links below, or friend me on Facebook or Instagram. And do please like and share the video for anyone you think could benefit from this message and this energy. And of course, check out my links, and any further connections, just check out my description below. And look forward to hearing from you, and look forward to seeing another video. So make sure you subscribe and click the notification bell button, otherwise you will miss my future videos. So the notification bell button is very important. So yeah, have a lovely day, and thanks for tuning in and doing the work that you do, which is phenomenal. You're empowering yourself, you're raising your frequency, you're raising your abundance, and you're just becoming the love light being that you are, of light, joy, fun, connection, spirituality in daily motion. This is life, everybody.